You're a fantastic guest. I love when you're on the show. I really am a fan. Every time you come on, we do something silly or you get in some game or talk or do something. But the last time you were on, we did the musical genre challenge. And
yes.
we actually, it inspired a song that you wrote and became a giant hit. But
so if you don't know, I sang like this, and we don't talk anymore. And you guys played with me.
Yeah, you were doing Michael McDonald.
My kind of.
We don't talk anymore.
Like we used to do. He's not a person.
Yeah.
Michael McDonald just yawns when he sings. And I was working with Calvin Harris a couple of months ago, and he wanted to write a song with me, and I sang it with my normal voice that you hear on the radio and whatnot, and it just didn't feel as good. So I just sang it in the Michael McDonald impression, and then he was like, "It's the first single on the album." Great.
I loved it. I loved hearing that story. It really made me happy, and I'm so happy if I had anything to do to inspire you for the next hits, generations to come. You worked with a bunch of famous people that we love, and I just figured I'd run down a couple stories quickly just to see if you remember any of these stories. Adam Sandler was here a few months ago and told us that you and Halsey performed for his daughter's Sweet 16.
Yeah, and I don't do that too often, but when Adam Sandler calls, I drove myself.
Really is it? I'm there, Adam, yeah.
I lived like 10 minutes away from the country club that it was at, and I never do that, but for Adam Sandler, it's crazy to have Adam Sandler FaceTime you, by the way.
Yeah.
Because he does it in his Billy Madison voice. Charlie!
Yeah.
Pink glasses on. He's such a cool guy.
He's the greatest guy, yeah. And he's just like, why don't you do this?
That's better.
Come on, yes.
That's better.
I'd do anything for Adam Sandler. Come on, how great is that? He said you crushed it. There's a story about running into Harry Styles at a restaurant.
Oh, man.
And you accidentally blowing up his spot.
It was 2014. I had just signed my first record contract, and I had never been to a fancy LA sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
And there's this place called Sushi Park in West Hollywood, and I was eating, and then my Jeff and Harry walked in, his manager Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know him at the time, but I was just I don't get like smitten with anybody. At the time, I was just like a whole body chills, and I was like, I can't believe he had a hat on. And
so you just like go like, wow, cool.
It was very 2014 One Direction era, and
yeah.
I, for whatever reason, took out my phone and was like, you're not gonna believe this. What a week in LA. I sign a record contract, and who walks in? None other than Harry Styles, and then 15 paparazzi are out front in like 5 minutes, and then
everyone in the world knows that he's in that restaurant.
He looks at me and he just does a nod and follows me, which I don't know if that was a good follow, and then
yeah.
And that's it.
But he followed, yeah, and you haven't heard from him since.
No, haven't heard from him since. I don't think he likes me very much.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He's a nice guy. He loves you. There's a scene in your video for Light Switch, okay? Which, by the way, to say over 113 million views. Not too shabby, but
not that
but in the video, you're painting a red fence. Now, I'm just saying, a lot of Taylor Swift fans came out and said, ooh. Maybe possibility you're hinting about something, an Easter egg. Charlie and Taylor? No. Well, what are you saying?
No, I think we've spoken once, and but that would be great.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. That's good. So you can confirm that
we know each other one time.
Okay, perfectly. That's good. Congrats on the album. This is Charlie is the name of the album.
Thank you.
And it's a big hit. A lot of people are calling this your Ugly Cry album.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was maybe the reason why they say that is because I was going through a lot of good things and bad things and at the same time. And
nothing like a good ugly cry.
It was like a black and white cookie, which is probably why this is black and white.
Yeah.
And you know, me being the sound guy, I'm thinking, well, what is the feeling happy and sad coming together at the same time sound like? Well, I had 12 tracks in my mind, and on one track you have really pretty roads that represents the happy time in my life, and then the really ugly bass like playing at the same time as the happy roads, and you do that 12 times, you have a happy and sad, because I produced this record myself. due to the pandemic, I couldn't be around a lot of songwriters.
I was following you on all the socials on TikTok, and you were doing that left. I know, right? Yeah, you're like, I'm not stalking you,
Right.
but you're a good follow. So I was, but you were doing this thing for left and right.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I think I might invent this song where it is just, it comes out of the left speaker.
Right. Because I was listening to Yellow Submarine by the Beatles, and and Lady Madonna, and if you don't know, due to the limitations of the recording that they had at the time, you had 8 tracks recorded off an 8-track, and sometimes Paul's voice would end up on the left side of the speaker with a hi-hat, and if you had a busted speaker system and it was just monophonic, you'd only hear the instrumental. And I thought, well, why has no one ever taken advantage of that and written a song that has lyrics like that, where you're singing on the left-hand side of the speaker? Like, what if you're in your car and I'm on your left-hand side of your brain and then on your right-hand side of your brain? And
no, seriously, but you walked us through this writing process,
right?
And you made a giant song, by the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, my whole thing on TikTok is to prove that anything in this world can be made into music. Like, everything has tonality to it.
I wanted to test this tonight, if you don't mind. We have stuff here, but what could we do tonight?
What has sound to it? Wait, let me see that cup.
This cup.
Is there anything in it?
Yeah, there's water.
Do you have anything I can tap?
That's you. Has tea in it. That's for you.
Okay.
I have cups. I have extra cups. Do you want a cup?
Give me a spoon, because I'm sure you have spoons somewhere. Like, take another Tonight Show cup. Yeah, I've marked up your table. So, okay, I hope this works, but bear with me. Everything has tonality to it, so if I were to... Here we go. So that's kind of like a ooh. If I had a way to record something, I would like make a whole song out of this cup right now. Ooh.
I have a way to record right now.
Wait. No.
Set up.
Okay. Wait, hold this.
Hold that. Charlie, we're always ready for you here at the Tonight Show. That's why we love when you come back. You're just making art. So
sure.
any.
What is this? This is Pro Tools. So, okay, you
I
already
know how
have
to do Pro Tools.
Yeah, I mean, I thought your producer was joking when he said that he'd.
No. If you even mention an idea, we're gonna make it happen. If it makes it on the air or not, we don't know. But
okay, so everyone, bear with us for a second. I'm gonna record. This is what I do on TikTok. I'm gonna do it on the show that started it all. You record little. That's it. Wait, hold on. There. Ooh. I like the little. Okay, so here, take that. You can put that down.
You just got that.
Okay, so here it is. Can we get sound? Ooh. That's here. Play that again. This is. There we go. So I can put it. There's the sound of the glass, but if you pitch it down. So that's just one note. I feel like I'm teaching all of a sudden. Yeah.
This is like a master class. I love this.
So this is what that sounds like here. Ooh, we got reverb. Too much. Wait. So I could, okay, so that's one layer, and I could add a little rhythm to. Again, that's the cup sound. Okay, and then we need like a bass or something. Dun, dun. Oh, I'm not done. Okay, so that's looping. Again, these are all just cup sounds pitched down. If I put a kick drum, then you have a completed. Wow. And there you go.
That's how you do it right there. Come on. Charlie Puth. That is amazing. Charlie is available right now, and he is performing for us later in the show. We'll be right back with Kate Del Castillo. Stick around, everybody.
Let's get it.